All right, welcome in, everybody. Hope you had a wonderful weekend, and we'll start by looking at the screwdriver today. Screwdriver at 154, and as we have been saying, this was the predictor of the great bear market. This is what I have never seen, right? Since we've been doing the screwdriver anyway. I mean, I've seen bear markets, but we expected when we first started skew to be between 25 35. It elevated, it almost returned to normal. It did return to normal. And then ever since, it's just been out of control. So this predicted probably way in here, hey, we were in a bear market and I didn't even realize it. So now I'm thinking it's going to be a long time, probably 18 months, 2 years at least before we return back to our 25, 35 level. Maybe I'm wrong. We'll see. But I do believe we're in an extended bear market. So with that being said, let's close this one. And let's look at that big green monster first. Trying to shake it up a little bit. No surprise at all. No surprise at all, ladies and gentlemen, that the point of control is right at our 180% line. So we're fighting it out, right? And here's the fight. The fight is, are we in fair value or are we going to be oversold? So right now we're slightly oversold. And it wouldn't surprise us at all to see a return to the fair value level and to test some of these areas here. So what are we looking at? We're looking at maybe, now keep in mind, we could stay in here for some time, right? Stay oversold. But more than likely, here's what I'm looking at this week, is that maybe a return into these levels to fill in those gaps. And I think that makes sense too when we look at the linear regression chart. Now, linear regression pretty much shows us that the bear market is fully established. Here we go. Here's where I called the bear market. We immediately ripped up and we have gone back down. Here's where I said, hey, not only are we in a bear market, but we are headed toward recession. This is my thought, right? I could be totally wrong. So price got outside of our linear regression channel. It said, hey, wait a minute, Bobby draws all this stuff. So we got to get back in. And it is back in now, fully back in. So what we'll probably see is it could, go up and down here, but we'll probably see some type of movement in this direction, right? So that we get up to the top of the linear regression channel before we again start to go down again, right? We'll start to go down here. So what we're seeing are lower lows and lower highs. You can see this is a high, right? And then you see lower highs, lower highs, lower highs, and lower lows. So you got a low, lower low, lower low, lower lows. This is bearish territory. That is where we are. All right. So no surprise. Now, in bear markets, you will see rips to the upside. You will see rips to the upside, rips to the upside, rips to the upside, and more or less a slow, controlled burn to the downside. But I think with our current strategy, it really doesn't matter. We just like speculating, right? We like kind of speculating on direction. We're often wrong. We're right maybe 50% of the time, but we'll see. I'll leave the thumbs down here for the bear market. I'll leave the little smiley face here where we project that we're in recession and an extended bear market. And we'll see if we're right. But it doesn't matter if we're right because our plan is pretty solid anyway, regardless of market direction. All right. Now I want to show you this. While the world has suffered tremendously, I wanted to show you this. Let me get on this account. All right, on our MES. Here's what's really, really important. So while the world is down, significant. I mean, we got people, slitting their wrists and jumping off of buildings because of the horrendous market. What we see is you and I are up $4,477 on the year. in our micro strategy. Y'all, that is powerful. That is really, really powerful. As a matter of fact, we don't have any hedges in this account. All we have are micros. And had you and I done nothing but 111s, 112s, and all the concoctions of this particular trade that we've come up with, you and I would be up $4,400 on the year if we hadn't done anything else. If we hadn't been lured astray by Black Swan hedges or VIX hedges or buying puts or doing anything, you and I would be up $4,473. That is a testament in and of itself to the 111 trade, y'all. I mean, can you imagine? I mean, being actually up $5,000, $4,500 on a strategy that has had no hedges. That is strong, especially when we see in the account where I do have hedges. I mean, you know, even on a down day, right? You would say, oh man, Bobby, the market's down just a little bit today. I'll bet you that these hedges are really helping you, right? No, you see we're down $1,900, almost $2,000 on our hedges. Now, when the market does go down, I'm glad I've got them there, right? And I'm glad I got them there. But look at this, y'all. I mean, just buying the SPX puts, I'm down $3,160 on a hedge strategy. That's crazy. If I had done nothing but the micros, and remember, we started a little late on this count, getting into the 111s and 112s, I would be down $828 on a $100,000 account. Whang. You see what I'm saying? It's actually insane that I went out and bought these puts. What I should do is unload them all, right? I probably should just unload these puts, take my losses, and admit, hey, Bob, you know, you really didn't even need those, pal. You really didn't even need those. So do we need Black Swan hedges? Do we need all of that with the 111 account? I don't know. I really don't know. I really don't know. So we'll see, right? We'll continue to monitor. Now, one of the big things that you guys are talking about in our Discord channel is y'all want some type of rule. Now, y'all are rules based. I got it. Y'all are probably engineers and very analytical people, and you want a rule for when we should close these 111 counts. Well, how can we figure out a rule? Let's talk about it. So I've been thinking about a couple of rules. So what you need to do is to show your groups, go to your Analyze tab, and do one expiration. Make sure you've got MES over here. If you're doing them in the minis, I mean in the macros, all right? Hide simulations, single symbol, and then it'll say all groups over here. So what we want to look at then is look at our individual trades. So I don't want to look at the B11 because we're only looking at single symbol. And let's start looking at our 111s. 112.14. Y'all, that is pretty. Look at that. That is a call side 111 trade. Everybody see that? That is perfectly fine if the market drops to the moon. You and I are going to make $135. If it goes up, we're going to make even more, but that needs to be toward expiration. So that trade looks good. 112.15. Beautiful. That's also a call side. Everybody see that? Beautiful. We're going to make $145 if we stay here. We'll keep going down. Then let's go through 112.12. Okay, so 112.12. This looks like a traditional 111 or a 112 trade where we lose no money if we go up. We make more money if we go down, as long as we don't go too far. So we're just kind of at the beginning of the tent, right? So we're up 50. Let me make sure I move this to
15 to 25 and 15 is 40. If you
mute all of you guys, I'll stay muted. Change the state over here. What's showing up like that? Okay, 111.212. 112 bear 10. That's a beautiful trade, right? When we go down, we lose no money at all. 112 fifth. Beautiful. That's a downside as well. No risk to the downside. 112 10th. This is a traditional 112 where we have an extended profit zone at expiration to the downside. So we're not even in the 10th yet. Micro BSH1, I don't care about that. 112.11. Look at this. Beautiful. We're not even in the profit tent yet. 111/5. Okay, now here's one where we're in the profit 10. We're down $3.50. If we stay here, we're going to be up $307.50. So y'all want a rule on when we want to exit? Well, maybe you exit if your short strike is breached down here. So that means we would be down $133, right? Or maybe your exit criteria is if we go past the break even, and the break even would be down $319, right? So when you're going to be stopped out more if you go here, right? Now keep in mind, if you're stopped out, you could say, I take my $146 loss, but if it were to stop here, if price were to stay here, you still have $307. You go down here, if at expiration you're down $18. So I don't know. Y'all want a criteria for getting out? I don't know. You know, this looks good, right? To be down past your break even, take you $322 loss. You're not going to be hurt that much, but for now, I don't see any reason to exit the trade. Right? So I understand some of y'all just don't want that exposure to the downside. I got you. This one, no downside risk whatsoever. Looks good. 114. Let's see what this one looks like. Okay, so we are at the point where we could close it at $124. If we're at the strike, right? Looks like our 4,005 maybe is our strike. We're right there. Or 4,000 is our strike. Still haven't got past the break even. I just hate closing, I'll be honest with you. Especially because they mature at the end. Here's one where we're in the middle of the 10. Beautiful. I hope y'all are going through, looking at your trades, right? We're at the middle of the 10. No problem there. Hey, got all these trades, right? We're at the middle of the 10. 112 there, night. Look at that beautiful trade. This one swells if we get into the 10. If the market goes down 12 or 20%, boom, you get really max profit on these trades. 1128. Okay, we're kind of at the middle of the 10. Beautiful. See how resilient these things are, even in an extended bear market, which we're in. And keep in mind, again, people slitting wrists, jumping off buildings, and buying rope at the Home Depot. You and I are not. Doing just fine. Can you imagine? Look at that top of the 10. We'll look at a couple more of these. We'll go through 1129. Beautiful. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful trade. 1111. Middle of the 10. Oh, we're down $93. Who cares? If it expires here, we're up 311. I want y'all to start looking at the big picture. So really, if you look at everything, we're good. Now you can look at the entire trade and go 4 expirations, right? If you want to do the 4 expirations and then go all groups and see your overall portfolio. Ta-da! There we are, right? We're in a really nice balancing act. If we stay around this area, then it looks like we could make, you know, over $4,000 right here. Go down here, just a little worse. I mean, today we would be down $3,000 if we went down 5%. But you let it all expire, you're up money. You go down here, you go down 12%. Oh no, we're down $16,000. Well, remember, if we go down 12% and we're down $16,000, what are we going to do? Well, we're going to adjust trades. We're going to put more trades on the call side. We're going to adjust our deltas. Oh no, we go down 20%. Well, we've lost $38,000. Wow. Right? Looks pretty bad. Pretty bad. So you got to know your risk. Now, keep in mind, we all want riskless trades. There are no riskless trades. There just aren't any. So we have to make our best guess as to what's going on. And we want to keep this thing balanced, right? Where we have not too much risk to the upside, not too much risk to the downside. And it's kind of like a teeter-totter. It's like a seesaw, right? We have our fulcrum right here in the middle. You kind of want to think things balanced to the downside, to the upside, so we don't take too much risk. And if you just look at the overall structure that we have here, I don't know. Looks pretty nice to me. Looks pretty good. So it's easier to see in Tastyworks, right? But the only problem is you can only look at, we figured this out, Eric figured this out, that we can only look at each expiration, right? So our positions are in this particular future, the M2s, and then we got the U2s. So let's look at the M2s first, and let's go look at those. So go to trade tab, go to the curve, go to analysis, and let's see what the M2s look like. And this is a beautiful little profit tent. So you can see our little hump right here. It's just beautiful. Now, when I go to the U2s, so here we are today, right? Today, it says our theoretical, our T0 line is up $531. If we expire here, we're going to be at $4,300. And we don't have losses till we start going down here. So it would be nice if we could see all of our positions, and apparently we can't. So you got to go to positions. Now you're going to see that this one's going to look a lot worse to the upside. What's this? See, this one looks worse to the upside, right? Oh no, oh behave. You know, we're losing money to the upside, but keep in mind, if you were to put all of our profit humps together, we still got a nice profit hump here. And look what we're building to the downside. We got a big old monster to the downside here. Why does this one look worse to the upside? Because you and I have been putting on trades to the call side, right, to mitigate our risk to the downside. Any questions on that? It would be great if we could, you know, look at this, y'all. If we go down to the 2900s, looks like we're up $15,000 at expiration. Oh, sweet. All right, so everything looks really, really good. So now let's go ahead and let's record our creeks and get everything up together. First of all, we didn't look at the market at all, did we? Kind of. So we have what we call an inside day. The volume's a little bit down from what it was last week. 5,600. People still got their hangover from Hamptons, I guess. And it's an inside day. You see that the price is kind of oscillating around the opening 15-minute range. Jumping all over the place. Stop that from jumping. All right. So an inside day, we're just right at the hourly mid band. We are right just above the cash open. We're right above VWAP. Very, very inside day. For those of you who are playing 0 DTE on the SPX, this is what you call nirvana, right? Because you are able on this day, this is a range day, an inside range day, you're able to sell an iron condor above and below the market, right? You do the call spread above, call spread below, or put spread below on the SPX, and chances are that's going to be a very profitable strategy for you today, because this is an inside day. Now things can change, so don't go out there and, you know, sell your iron condor. Well, you could on SPX, but chances are your iron condor 0 DTE SPX iron condor would do very, very well on a day like today. It's just that I don't have the time or inclination or patience to sit here, or a catheter to insert into my pinky so that I don't have to go to the bathroom to watch it all day. But you can put one on certainly and do pretty good today to make you a couple $100. That's not my thing. All right, so let's go back to the monitor tab. Let's see how all of our stuff is. It says we're up $500 on the day. Oh, behave. Beth, where's my Beth? Hey, little Beth, you feel good enough to get my phone off of the dresser? Little Beth. Little Beth, will you get my phone off the dresser and bring it up here, Daddy? Here, because I'm trying to show y'all my net lit without showing my net lit. Let's see. Because if it shows the net lit, it will show Thinkorswim get on to me. All right, let me move it up here so y'all can see. All right, so how much money we got in the account today? Yes. My little baby sick. She was sick last night. So here we go. So our net lick is at 99,279. 279. So put that in. 99,279. All right, so indeed, we are up about $500. Since we started this campaign, we're down $2,400. Remember, if I hadn't had those stupid SPX puts in that are hedging the account, we wouldn't be down $2,400. Just kills me how the hedges aren't really working in this down market. It's crazy. All right, let's go to our net lick and put in. I'm going to go to our Greeks and ratios. Put Greeks in. Do it really quickly from where I'm at. If y'all just trust me on the Greeks here. Our deltas are 36.84. Our theta is 135.38. Our portfolio net liquidation value. And our buying power usage is not that bad. Our buying power usage is 23,855. So let's see if it says that we need a delta adjustment. I would imagine it does. Beautiful, no adjustment, right? We don't need to adjust our deltas, and our thetas are right. So we've got our account balance right where we want to be. Everything is just beautiful and fine. So let's move this back down. But why don't I do the log the other account over here? Another one. All right, here we go. So the balance in this account is second account. Net lick is 516.22. Our 27,868. 27,868. So we're up $517. So since we started our campaign, our net lick is up $21.07. Y'all, that ain't bad, considering what the market has done between 317 and 516. So let's look at that. Give me a second, okay? Let's go to SPY, Google, SPY, historical prices. All right, so let's look at the data. What's that? All right, and we said if we started this where, I mean, it is good to compare, y'all. Tom Shoshnoff does not like us comparing, but let's compare. We started this with zero hedges on 317. All right, 317. Let's see how we're doing. And remember, I took out $2,500 to pay something. But 317, there's historical performance. On 317, SPY was 317, SPY was 439.7. Let's remember that, 439.7. $439.7. What is SPY today? 439.7. And SPY today is SPY is 400.28. So minus 428 divided by 439.7. So the market is down, what, 8.9% in that same time period, then we're up $27. I like that. I like that. Yeah. So we've done well. And that's with zero hedges in this market that has been down 8%. How is that possible? It's pretty sweet, right? All right, so let's record all the Greeks over here. Ratios, we got everything recorded. Did I not record everything the other day? What is that? All right, so today our delta is 7702. Our theta is 147.68. So we're right in line on our theta. Our vega is 267.17. Our buying power usage is admittedly high in this account. We know that it's a lower account. We're taking a little bit more risk, but we're at 14,702. We are using 52% of our buying power. We know that's a little rich, right? And it does say that we need negative deltas. Now, don't go in and sell 119 shares of SPY or do 2 micros. It just says, hey, dude, you're a little bit long. So this, remember, Rome wasn't built in a day. We don't have to get everything lined up in a day. It's just saying that you want some negative deltas in that account. Okay, I got it. So everything looks fine in that account. So now let's go in and let's do some trades, which is what y'all come for every day to see. So one account is fine. One account needs negative deltas. Okay. And we've got positive deltas in both accounts. So it doesn't hurt me putting stuff on the call side. Let's see what the market is again. So we're up 810 in this account, and the market is up or down. It's barely down, right? Let's build this out trade. What do we want to do? Market is down slightly. So I think, first of all, we'll build us a, what do y'all want to do? I know y'all, a lot of y'all are just doing 111s on the put side. I'm doing more things on the other side. And since I got positive deltas, now in this account, look at this, I'm -9 deltas. I am pretty much as good that I could possibly be in this account. So what do we want to do here, Bob? On this account, I might want to put on a regular 112. And all different kind of, oh, look, it'll be our first one in the 60-day option. So go to 60 days, closest to 60 days without going over. So this will be our first one here. And we'll do a long put vertical. And we're going to do that 50 wide. We're going to move it down to the price that we get to about $10. We're going to move it farther out of the money. So that gets down to about $10. And of late, liquidity has been a little lower. Markets have been a little wide. So we'll try to get that filled. There's 975. We'll try to get it filled at $10. See if that'll give us. There we go. Now we're filled. Filled. All right. So what do we want to do here? I think I'm going to sell a put on this account. So we like this little put spread here, right? That's negative delta trade. So now let's go pay for it. So to pay for it, we got to find something that's $10. Now $10, we can sell 2 of. So any of these in here, but if we want to get a little bit greedy, look there, look at that mispricing. What's going on? There you go, $11. So let's try 2 of the 30/30s for 11. It's going to take us $600 in buying power. We're fine with that. All right. And we'll sell that one. So that's just a regular 112 account. That gave us just a little bit of positive deltas and got this account closer to delta neutral. All right, so I'm probably going to mix this up on the other 2 accounts. So remember in the IRA, that's the bigger account. It says we're pretty much delta neutral, but we do have positive delta. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the exact same put debit spread. And I started to say I may do something on the call side though. Yeah, let's do that. So in one account, I need negative delta. So on that account, I'm going to do the exact same put debit spread. Let's show that one first. That's on the Crimson account. So the Crimson account said it needed negative deltas. Okay, so if it needs negative deltas, let's give it to them. So the best way to do that is to do a bearish 112 trade. All right, so let's do a bearish 112 in the Crimson account. Let's go find him. See, I must go find him. Hello, little fella. John. There we go. Slowly but surely. There he is. All right, so here we go. Let's go. The Crimson account here. This one we're too long, so we need some negative deltas. Okay, how we're going to do it? We're going to do the exact same put debit spread that we did in the other account. However, we are going to then sell a call, two negative calls to pay for it. So we're going to do the same put debit spread, the 37.10, 36.60. 37.10, 36.60. I may just close those SPX trades and just take my lunch out and just see how we did. 37.10, 36.60, 37.10. There we go. We're going to buy this one. And we're going to sell 150 points under. Hold your control key down. There we go. 975. Now, we're going to pay for that by selling some calls. And I really want to get way out in case we do have a humongous little bull move upside. All right. So we need to find something that I can sell for about $10 or $11. Way out. Here we go. So it's effectively bringing in the same credit as the other trade. Instead of selling puts, so I'm going to sell calls. So let's sell two of these for 11. These two of those, 13.25 credit would be sweet. Takes me 0 buying power. I love that. Right? It's kind of like, you know, when you sell a put on one side, and get filled, it doesn't hurt to put a call on the other side because it takes 0 additional buying power. So let's move this where it's less advantageous for us. Oh, we got filled at 13.25. There we go. There we go. All right, so let's put that one in our spreadsheet. This was in the Crimson account. Macros. I mean, if you would have said at the beginning of the year that we would have a strategy that made $500 on a 30,000 account in this bear market, would you be happy with that? Oh, heck yeah. So it looks like this is going to be the 112 bear 15th. 112 bear 15. It is the 710, 3660. What was it? 4390? Yeah, both, right? Both calls. This is a bearish 112. 112. That's 60 days. And 5, 16, 22. And we got 13.25 for it. Bear with me. 112 bear 15. So we brought in a credit of 60.37. Our day is complete. We should have sold $56 today. Our day is complete because we sold $60. Isn't that sweet? All right, so let's go back to our trade. And let's put that in a 112 bear 15th group. 44 now. There we go. So let's go put him in his little group. Show groups. Go to unallocate. Hold your control key there while you click on, right click, move to group. We'll call this 112 bear 50. All right. 112 bear 50. Beautiful. All right, so what does it look like? Let's look at it on the Analyze tab so that you can see what it looks like. So the bear 112.15 looks like this. There's the trade. Right? Let's do this one expression so it cleans it up a little bit. There, you see it right nicely, right? So if price stays here, we make $66. If price goes up 5%, well, we're losing 300% if it stays there. But if it expires there, we make our 66.25. If it goes up 10%, market goes up 10%. Look at there, we're making $66, even though we might be down $941. And if the market goes up 15%, then we lose $2,027. But if it stays there at expiration, we lose $1,100. Market goes down 5%, we make our $66 at expiration. Check it out though, market goes down 12%, we make $211 in the short term, but we make $316 at expiration. What happens if the market goes down 20%? We don't care. We make $316.25. Isn't that beautiful? This is a beautiful trade. So on all accounts. So, oh, I'm showing account numbers. Dang it, Bobby. I'll get in trouble. Don't call me today. Mr. Gaines. Right, here we go. At least y'all know I ain't lying to you about account sizes and stuff. All right, so that's beautiful. Now let's go to the other account. Let's go to the IRA account. And in the IRA account, we're going to put on a slightly different trade. Now, what are we going to do in the IRA account? Now, the IRA account doesn't need negative deltas, right? It doesn't need negative deltas. So what I'm going to do in this account is I'm going to put on one bullish trade and one bearish component of the trade. So that's going to be a 112, but it's going to be on the call side. So let's build it out in Tastyworks so that you can see this trade. So it's weird that we're putting three different trades in three different accounts, right? A lot of the times, all three accounts require the same trade. Now I got them all in different places, so I got to put something different in here. So I've got to put in a bullish trade because I don't need as much negative delta in the IRA account. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 60 days out, and I've got to do a long call for 50 points. Make sure everybody's with me. This is a little confusing, right? You go, wait a minute, Bob. You just did a put vertical and short two. So now you're going to do a call vertical, right? And we all know that a call vertical is positive delta trade. So we're going to move it out of the money to a point that it's going to cost me about $10. So let's move our strikes down. You'll see this price go down and down until we got to about $10. So a bullish trade. Yeah, so there we are. So we're going to go to the 43.40, 43.90. And then we're going to sell two calls. So this is a bullish trade. So then we're going to sell two calls to finance this bullish trade, which would be a, and let's see if we'll go ahead and find that out. So this is going to cost us $10. So we need to sell us something around $10 or $11. So if we sold the 44.80, let's sell one of those. Watch our deltas go down now. So we're going to sell two of these. Increase the quantity. So see what I'm saying? It gives us negative 13 deltas there. We bring in 14.25. Now, had I not done a call debit spread and done a put debit spread, this would be a even more short deltas. It would be a more bearish trade. Okay? Just make sure everybody's following along. So let me move it to the side. Let's put this trade in. This is so fun. And for some of y'all that are new, it's just like, oh my God, I will never understand. Yes, you will. The day will come when you will wake up and you go, oh, I get it. And you may think it never will. It will, I promise. So let's do the same things over here. So we're going to do the 43.40 by the 43.40 by the 43.40. So that's ask, right? on the ask, and then go 50 points up, which would be 43.90. And indeed, that's a 925 debit, close to $10. And then we said we were going to sell the 4480s to finance it. Go out here to 4480 at $11. Hold your control key down. And then we got to move that to 2, right? 4480s are 2. 2 contracts brings us in 1350. Let's put that one in here. $388 in buying power and field at 1350. They're in the spreadsheet. One loser so far. Uh-oh, I'm supposed to do 2 tranches. Field what? Come on, field big in. Quarter. 1350. Come on, field. Oh man, see what? There it goes. Okay. So let's go put it in. And then we'll do the fun part, which is closing trade. So we got 2 of those. So we did a, let's see what we got here. This is a, not a bears trade, right? It's not a 1-1-2 bear. This is just a 1-1-2. 1-1-2. And it looks like we're at the 1-1-2, what, 15th maybe? 15th. No, we're at the 16th. That was 1-1-2, 15th. So this is 1-1-2, 16th. And our strikes are the 4340, 4390, 4480 strikes, and this is all on the call side. So it's just a 1-1-2 on the call side. So we call this a 1-1-2. And 60 days. My little baby sick, y'all hear, and that's sweet. She wants some macaroni, I'm sure. Get the rules of macaroni. 5-16-22. And we got filled for 1350. So we brought in a lumpy credit of $123. Beautiful. That's what we want to do. Now, here's the fun part. Now we've done everything we need to do as far as delta adjustments for the day. We do the fun thing, which is taking our winners, right? Even though we did take one nasty loser. So let's go find out who our big winner is. And if you don't have fun closing winners, you don't have fun. So let's go see what we got here as far as fun stuff. All right, let's start at the beginning. Go through them quickly. I know your time is valuable, so we'll get you out of here. So we know that's a sucky trade. Buying who hedges anymore? Well, hedges are so 2021. We're at 2022. All right, this was up 72%, up 34, up 95. Okay, we like the 95 best, so let's keep playing the game. Up 95, down 103. Let's see you tomorrow. Up 88. Oh, we wouldn't bother with that. Up 106, y'all. I like it a lot. So let's close this here. So up 104, up 31, up 101. We wouldn't even fool with that. Down 8%, up 85%. I'm on a yawn. Up 231%. Crap is this? I like it. Up 231%. Is this one we've got just no, we got the whole thing in there. Look at that. That's on the put side in the bear market, y'all. Let's close that one. So we're at 231%. I don't think 171%. Isn't this fun? Up 165. Oh, we'll see you tomorrow. Up 54. We wouldn't mess with you. Up 185. Please. Wouldn't waste our time with that. Then 10 up 34. Down 145. I don't care. 134. Down. Oh, I didn't put this in the script. So this is. What did I say this was? I said this was going to be the 1-1-2-60. Close our trade. 11260. How fun is this? I don't think I've ever had anything as fun as this particular campaign that we're on. It's really fun. And it actually does better without hedges. So far. So far. 1, 1, 2. So let's go get our 200%. Oh, okay. So remember, and this is good too, because it's 15 days to expiration, right? This thing is really starting to blossom. So let's look at this one a minute. 1116. Let's take it to the inlines town. 1116. Where are you? Let's see how pretty this thing is. 1116. Here it is. 1116. How do you look, little? But oh, y'all, unbelievable! Look at this. We are sitting slap down in the middle. Now, I know what some of you are saying. Hey, Bob, if you can hold on for 16 days, you fat, black, glass wearing, spam hat wearing, Elton John loving, nine-toed bastard, that you could make $305. Well, if I close it today, or tomorrow, I can't make this change to tomorrow, we're up, over $115 on it today. Why would I take this off? Well, I would take it off because I'm able to take off the downside risk of that short put. What is that downside risk? The downside risk of that is the 3820 put, right? Now, I know what some of you say, well, Bobby, why don't you close that short put, take your risk off and leave this off? Well, because the short naked component has not yet paid for my long debit spread. You see that? I'm down 38%. So this is not at 50%. If this were at 50%, I might consider that and just leave a free hedge on for 60 days. I mean, for 15 days. But since this one is down, if I don't want to close that and lose money on that just to leave this hedge in place, I just want to take the whole thing off. So why don't we close this and this? Unfortunately, we'll have to go find that other leg, right? So we'll close that. Then we got to go find that 3820 put, close him. 15-day cycles where we're at. And he was the 3820 that we got to buy back. Let's go find him. 3820. I've never seen a trade quite like this. It's resilient to moves in the market, that it has a built-in hedge, that maybe we don't even need hedges, additional hedges to trade this campaign. I kind of like that. So let's go buy that 3820. So it says maybe a 1450 credit. We probably won't get filled there, but let's try. I said we probably wouldn't get filled there, but we did, didn't we? So this was the 1116, and we got filled for a 1350 credit, 1450 credit. Okay, so 1116, and our credit was, I don't have the super duper spreadsheet built on this one yet. So we got a credit of 6809. Beautiful. 6809. Y'all help me remember that. Let's go here and put it in. 1116. Please be on here. 1116. There we are. So let's go put it in. So we closed it on 5/16/22. We were in it for 40 days. 40 days to make a credit of $68.09. So that means we took in a credit of 50%, or $50.59. Then we got a credit of $68. So our total profit on the trade was $118.68. Hoo-ah. Yeah. Let's make this green. Then we'll put it in our profit calendar. I love our little profit calendar. 1869. Make sure that was the date of profit. 11869. I tell you, my short-term memory is gone. 11868. Let's get our profit calendar. 118.68. In. Sweet. 18.68. So we lost $192 last week because of that one stupid trade. So today we made 160. So we almost got our profit back on that, you know, one lost week just in one trade. And that's the only trade we're going to close. So let's make our whole day green. That's sweet. Yeah. So we lost $192. Big deal. We made it up. And remember, that trade was a $500 loser. How much was it? $492. We lost 192. Now, in hindsight, I shouldn't have closed that, right? Because it would have probably been a winner, or not nearly as much as a $492 loser. Let's close that. And we'll go grab our other profit calendar because we're going to take profits in the Crimson account as well. So profit calendar. So let's go close something. Other account. All right. So let's see what we got over here that would be profitable. Got the account. All right. 112.16. Up some. 111.75. Down some. Up some. Up 101%. I like it. 170. Down 208%. Down 151. Up 15. Up 89. We don't even fool with little winners like that. 112 bear up 49. 171.71. 80. Up 162%. That's more like it. That'll pad our stats. Up 162. Up 156. 28. Down 51 and down 41. So we found our winner, right? So 112.13. So let's close this one. And again, we like taking off these trades that are, you know, under 21 days. Let's go ahead and get this risk off and start getting all these 15-day ones out of the way. So this means then I got to close 37.50s, two of those. So let's do that. Sell that vertical that we bought. What was it? The 37.50s we got to buy back? Two of those. 37.50s. 15-day cycle. Here we go. 37.50. Let's go find you babies. Get you closed. Take risk off to the downside. What are you? 37. There you are. Two of those. Two of the 37.50s. Buy those back. So 950 credit. Can we get filled for that? Let's see. Getting better feels today than we have been. Markets maybe stabilizing just a little bit. Let's reduce our. Oh, we got filled 950. Beautiful, y'all. Now here's what we really like. Watch this. So on this one, 112.13. I've got a better spreadsheet. We got the formulas updated in it. So we took the 112.13 off at credit of 950. 112.13, 950. 112.13. Where are you? Please be in here. Now, of course, I don't have it in there. Please, do y'all see it anywhere? There's a bear 13. This 112. I'll have to go find it. 112.13. All right, well, we got to put him in here. So let's put him in here. 112 bear 13. Charge. 112 bear. Wait a minute. 112, is it 112.13 or 112 bear 13? Hold on. Which one did we just close? 13. No. 11213. Make sure. Yeah, 11213. There it is. 11213. 11213. We'll find it. And sometimes you'll make these mistakes too, so you'll have to find them. So we did the 30, 43, 30, 42, 80, 43, 30, 30, 80, and it was the 3750. 3750. Yeah, 3750. 3750. And that was all on the put side, is that right? Yeah, they were all puts. Wow. That's why it was so profitable. Those puts are in the money. So everything was on the put side. This was a 112. So let's go find it. So let's look for those 3750 puts in our order history. So we'll go to account statement. We'll do looking for the 3750. You'll help me find it. 3750. There's one that we closed today. So there's a 3750, but that's not it because this is so frustrating when I got to go back and find it. That's a spread, so that's not it. 3750 would have been the way out of the money. 3750, we'll find it. Stupid futures trades. I never, every time I try to hedge with futures, I lose a lot of money on it. If y'all see it, someone's crying. 3730. 50. Come on, little fella. 3710. Come on. There's got to be an easier way to do this. 30, it ain't 3570, was it? Oh, it's 3750. Make sure we're here. 3750. Indeed right, Bob. Trust yourself a little more. 750. Did y'all see it at all? Because we know it can't be over 60 days, right? Because we don't put them on over 60 days. Hold on. Somebody speak up. You see it. 17. There it is. Is that it? Yeah, 3750, 4330, 4280. All right, so we put this trade on 4/8, my sister's birthday. 1475 credit. April the 8th. So we put it on at 60 days. Let's see what it says. That would be at 22. So down 7 would be what, 53? Should get it right? 53. Bring it down to 15. Good. We got a credit of 1475, was it? 1475 credit. 1475. So we took in a credit of 67.87. And our closing debit price was, close this puppy for a credit of $9.50. Good old Bob. So if it's a credit, you got to make it 9.50. Yeah. So we brought in $67. Then we got in $41 more. So it's over 100%. And keep in mind, we have been closing these at 95% profit, right? That's our premium capture on our closed trade. So if you can close something for over 100%, which we're doing today, that's going to make that go up. So let's go back and we'll close it today. 1622. Come on, put it in right. 1622. And then we got to make sure I get this little formula working right here. Control C. And we'll make sure I never have to put this formula in again. So I'm going to do Control V. We'll make that white. I'm just talking, this is internal talk, y'all. Don't even listen to these. And then, now that I've got that in, I'm going to spread that down so I never have to put it in again. There. So now the formula will be there. So we made $109.49. Let's put that in our profit calendar. 109.49. Great way to start the week. Great way to start the week. Look at that. 49. Take our profits, make our whole day green. Beautiful. 109.49. Let me save that. All right. Go back to our little thing and make sure we enter it in there. Let's see. 109.49. So this says that we're on track based on our closed trades to do, 26.59% return on this account. Our year-to-date profit and loss of our realized trades is $1,741. Since we started this campaign, we're on track to do $8,000 in profit a year on a sub $30,000 account. Ain't too bad. Make that green. Okay, so let's look at this is cool too, right? So we're shooting for a 50% return. So our theta retention so far is 98%. We're doing really, really great. So this particular calculation says if we can continue on the track that we are, we should make a 50% return. That's what we're trying to achieve. We should make profits of $13,934. Our weekly profit go at our current capture rate is 267. Are we doing 267 a week? Well, let's see. I think we are. Right. With 267 there, beat it. 267 there, beat it. And we're on track to beat it this week. So we're doing really, really well. Go back to that. We have sold premium total 2,750. Our profits so far are $1,741. Our average day in trade is $19, and our average credit received per trade is $67. Isn't that cool? This is the amount of premium that we need to sell within a week to keep on our trajectory. So we needed to sell 55 today. We ended up selling, $60.37. And what a plan now. What a plan. We get through a lot of details going in and managing trades and putting them on spreadsheets. I know it's probably not the most exciting thing to watch, as some fat dude enters trades on spreadsheet, but it works. It's working. And this is an account, y'all, where the market is down, God, terrible market. It's just been horrible. And yet we're up, $4,500 on this particular trade. Sweet. Questions? Anyone got any questions, comments at all? Do we need to group the unallocated trade? Yes, we do. Did I not do that on this one? Don't want any unallocated because unallocated are hard to keep up with. I'm sure I got them. I must have did them all here, right? We don't have anything unallocated. All right, fun to watch, Gary. Oh, thanks, Gary. So appreciate that so much. All right, you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I will see y'all tomorrow.